Oh man, you guys, I'm so excited. I get to go outside. It's gonna be a great day. Chef gets a field trip. We're going to the Ozark All Seasons Farm. It is a hydroponics farm in Winslow, Arkansas. It is real similar to something you'd see at Epcot and Disney World. You've been on the tour, it's great. These guys do a great job. I'm really excited. I can't wait to show you guys what they do. We're gonna come back in the kitchen and do a cool chicken salad to go with the lettuce. So let's get busy. We're gonna go for a ride. This is Cooking Today. Okay guys, so today I am at the Ozark All Seasons Farm right here in Winslow, Arkansas. Man, these guys are doing it right. They're growing some beautiful, beautiful lettuce. It's all hydroponic. And what does that mean? It means that we're growing without the use of soil. They have water flowing through these tubes to supply all the nutrients to their plants. It is such a great way to do it, man, and they can have lettuce all season long for the entire year. It's not just during the summer where most farmers just have, you know, the luck of Mother Nature. These guys make their own nature inside a beautiful facility. And I want to introduce you guys to Val. Val says he has the most sexy lettuce in the world. Val, come on in here and I want to introduce you to everybody. This is Val. Val, this is my audience right here.
All right.
Man, thank you so much for having us today.
Glad to have you here.
Sexy lettuce, huh?
It's sexy lettuce. It does tricks. In fact, I'm doing a trick right now, Stephen. It's hot out today. I want to make sure my plants aren't suffering.
Yes.
One of the things I can do in hydroponics is I pick up the roots. You see all those little root hairs?
Yes.
That means I've got healthy roots. If they were just long and thin, like this hasn't developed any root hairs left, I've got some problem with my water. But when I pick this plant right out of the gullies and I see all of those little root hairs, it means everything's good down there. And so I'm happy.
The cool thing is when the lettuce is picked for you, it is the entire thing. Man, you get roots and all. So you still have a living plant when it's picked. The chefs are going to dig it. I know I have dug the whole visit so far has been awesome.
Great, great. Yeah, it is, as we've discussed, nutrition and taste go down every day after picking. So we deliver it to the chef with the roots on. That nutrition and taste decline doesn't start until he cuts it in the restaurant, and that's minutes before he serves it.
Will you show us? Will you show us? Okay, so we're going to go process some lettuce.
This is the nursery right here, Steve. You see how close they are together?
Yes.
They've been there for 2 weeks before we go out here.
So great.
Yeah, we're going to go from the table to here and then out there, and I'll show you that a little bit later.
So Val, show us what we're working with today. Will you point out each lettuce to everybody?
All right, yeah, so the way we deliver it, Stephen, is live with the roots on. And what a lot of our chefs do is just keep it in a shallow pan with a little water.
Yeah.
So this head is still alive until you actually separate it from its growing cube.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is show you how we prep this in the kitchen. And we're just going to cut off the bottom little block that it grows on. And I just put that in the waste. This is a red oak leaf. Here is the green oak leaf.
They are beautiful, by the way. I mean, they are beautiful.
This is the red bib, or red butterhead, some people might call it. This is its counterpart, the green bib.
And all have different flavor. They all have their own unique taste.
This is called green sweet crisp.
Beautiful.
This gives a lot of loft to your salad.
Beautiful.
And that's a really good tasting one too. And this is its counterpart, the red sweet crisp. It actually gets redder than this, but we've had a couple of cloudy days and we need the sun.
Okay.
So this actually varies in the color, in the amount of color it has.
And are the chefs using this to make nice blends with? Are you finding that they're using one lettuce for a particular salad, or are they blending it together?
We have a couple of people who make a bib salad out of these two. Most use all 6, and then some even add some greens, but some are using some of the reds or the crisps for garnish as well.
Awesome.
So each case can be custom made to whatever the chef wants. It can be all of this if you want, or anything else.
Okay.
And so once we're in our kitchen prep area, and we just take off those, cut off the roots, we just take a cutter that we provide to you, and you just core it, just like an apple core.
Awesome. And you provide the cutter?
We do.
Look at that. Pretty dang slick.
Then what we do, Stephen, just if there's a couple of bad leaves on the bottom, we just go take those out with our fingers.
Right.
But you can see this lettuce is almost 100% usable.
I mean, unbelievable. There's one right there.
Okay.
And then that one right there. That's it.
So what we'll do then, or what we have our chefs do, is you essentially have a mix. You see that these just file into a pile of all similarly sized leaves. You've got all your different textures and colors, and we just put it in a...
Look at how beautiful that is. Wonderful.
And it takes a chef's prep crew maybe 5 minutes to prepare all that evening salad, and they don't then even touch the other heads in the cold room or on the shelf, because they're going to stay fresh until tomorrow's preparation. This is the salads for tonight. They're all just minutes old.
All grown right here in Winslow, Arkansas. It does not get any more local than this right here. Man, that, and grown with love is what I'm going to say. Grown with love. This is cooking today. Okay, guys, welcome back. Man, we are enjoying a wonderful tour here at Ozark All Seasons Farm. We are down in Winslow, Arkansas, and just enjoying the day. We are learning a lot about hydroponics. We're learning a lot about the carbon footprint that farms create, and that what it takes just to ship you your fresh lettuce, all your fresh produce. And we're inside a beautiful greenhouse, and Val is with us. Man, again, we appreciate you having us out.
Thanks.
So much.
Thanks.
Hydroponics. I want you to talk to my guys about the hydroponics and just the value and what you can do with such a small space compared to a regular farm.
Okay. Well, the greenhouse and its low carbon footprint is one thing, and hydroponics is another one. Both very, very, very efficient in terms of production. But let's just talk about hydroponics first.
Okay.
First off, I want to tell you about the planting density, or the quantities we can produce in a small space.
Okay.
This small greenhouse here produces 900 heads of quality lettuce every week.
Wow.
Week in and week out. In the winter it'll be a little lower, in the height of the summer it'll be a little lower, but basically you can see how densely this is planted. Imagine that we have 1 square meter here of area. If this was in a lettuce field, an outdoor lettuce field in Arizona or California, where almost all of our lettuce comes from in the U.S., there'll be about 15 plants in that square meter. There has to be room for the tractors to get through, and trailers.
A guy has to walk through there and weed it and all that stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they can't plant it as densely as I can, even considering the room I have for walkways. So they can put about 15 plants per square meter, but they get 2 crops a year.
Right.
10 weeks, a rest, 10 weeks, and then they follow.
Right.
So out of their square meter, they get about 30 heads of lettuce a year. Well, in my square meter, I don't have 15 heads in my square meter. I already have 30 heads.
Right.
I already have 30.
So you're doubling the production in that square meter already.
I am. The big difference is my plants are only here 3 weeks. Theirs takes a whole year to get that 30 plants out of the square meter. These plants will be here 3 weeks, then they're out in the very same day. Within an hour or 2 of them being harvested, there'll be a new baby in this spot, and 3 weeks later, another 30 plants comes out of that square meter.
So you go from the baby to the nursery stage and then to this stage right here where they finish out their process.
It doesn't take 3 weeks to grow a head of lettuce.
Right.
They're just here in the finishing gullies
Right.
for 3 weeks.
Okay.
But I produce their field yields every 3 weeks. So
that is amazing.
17 times a year I produce their field yields.
That is amazing. It just what we can do with such small space, all indoors. And the thing is, all year round. That is just amazing to me that you can offer chefs in the local area, the area of Arkansas, Northwest Arkansas, just produce that is grown right here. You want local? It doesn't get any more local than this, you guys. We can't, you got to grow it yourself for it to get any more local.
And it could only be done this quality and this yield level hydroponically. We couldn't do this in the ground, even in a greenhouse. It has to be hydroponically because of this density. I didn't add, Stephen, that in growing all of this lettuce in this space, I'm only using between 1 and 10% of the water that they need outside. I'm only using about 10% of the fertilizer they need outside.
Wow.
And it's my wife, Jana, and I, and a part-time employee that do these 900 heads a week. A full-size operation outside would need about 9 people to do this. So all the way along it's efficient. Water, fertilizer, no pesticides, labor.
And you're pumping water right to the root of the plant. Will you show everybody that real quick?
Yeah, the water's coming from a nutrient tank at about 1 quart a minute. Coming from a nutrient tank. That this water, because it's the summer, it's chilled by geothermal means right now. But it's got all the fertilizer in it that the plant needs. It's aerated, the pH or the acidity is adjusted. It's coming in here, going down this specialized gully, down a 2.5% slope to a drain, back to the tank, and it's recirculated. That's why we don't use any water. It's only in photosynthesis that we use water. There's no waste at all. Same with the fertilizer. That's why we don't pollute the land or the air or the waterway. We use everything that goes into the system.
What a neat idea. I wish I had thought of it.
Well, me too. It's been around for a while. And you know, Stephen, in Europe and the South Pacific, like Asia, Australia, New Zealand, 90% of the produce is already hydroponic. They're mature markets.
Okay.
The U.S. is still fresh because of our long history of low fossil fuel prices. We can afford to truck lettuce from California to Arkansas. In Europe or Australia, they can't do that. So they have advanced hydroponics. It's coming here to U.S. as well.
This greenhouse is only one of 3 in the world, you guys, and it's right here in Winslow, Arkansas. We are going to try and show you as much from this greenhouse as we can. You guys, I'm loving myself. I'm having such a good time. We're gonna get in the studio. I'm gonna make a dish with some of the beautiful stuff that we have going on here. You guys hang with me. This is Cooking Today. Okay guys, welcome back. We have come back from the farm. We had a great time getting a tour of the hydroponic farm right in Winslow, Arkansas. Man, and we brought back some great bib lettuce, several different varieties, but we're going to use just this real nice bib lettuce to make a cool chicken salad wrap. Instead of making a salad for you, I thought we'd do something a little bit different. So we're going to start right now. I have my chicken I've already cooked. It's just a couple of chicken breasts and with a little bit of salt and pepper right in the oven, 400 degrees, about 15-20 minutes. And I let it cool off as much as I could. And we're going to add a little mayo right to this bowl. About 4 good heaping tablespoons of mayo. Okay, and I'm going to set that aside and add a couple of things to it. About a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. We're also going to add a good, probably 1 cup or so of cranberries right to it. Okay, I'm also going to hit it with a splash of hot sauce. Just a couple of splashes there, you know, a teaspoon or so, just for some love. We're going to season it real good here with our sea salt. Gonna also hit it with some black pepper. Be real generous, the black pepper. especially if you're not going to add any celery salt to it. Okay, then I'll take this head of celery and just get what I need. I want the good stuff, the good crunchy hearts of it here. I'll take a couple of good stalks, and I'm going to break it down pretty small. Okay, so about 4 or 5 cuts across it, like that. We'll come back, make a real small dice, just like that. Add it right into our bowl. We'll do these last 2, get them right in. Just keep it real simple with this, just like that. Now also want to add a red onion, so I'll grab a small red onion right here. I'm going to add that as well, just get it nice and diced up. These are going to really give it a little bit of spice, you know, just that fire you get from a good red onion. We're going to dice it up pretty small, just like that. And we'll just keep half of that. Try not to zing it up too much. Okay, then I'm going to do my chicken, and will be the last thing we'll put in there before we mix it up real good. And we want to just dice it up real good so it'll fit right inside our bib lettuce, because we're just going to use the leaves from the lettuce. So we'll get our chicken all diced up here, just like that. Work as fast as you can. Get that right in the bowl. That's going to be some good chicken salad. Okay, get that diced up. I'm going to do these last 2 real fast. Okay. Now you have to make sure that you don't have any bones in your chicken, especially if you're using a chicken breast. Right up here in the top, there's a little bitty bone. You got to be careful. You don't want to give anybody that. And we just will discard that. Always play with your food so you know what you're working with. That's a good discovery. It's something you don't want anybody to choke on for sure. Any hazards in the food like that, not good. Okay, so I'm going to take this bowl real quick. I'm going to grab me a glove so it's easier for cleanup. Okay, and I'm just going to mix this up real good. Okay, just mix it in real good. Get a nice chicken salad going on. Then we're going to get some good wraps happening. Real quick, easy money. You got 15 minutes to cook off some chicken breast. You can make this in just a couple of moments. Get rid of this guy. We'll work right down on our surface. Okay, so we'll take our lettuce. What I'm going to do here is just cut off this bulb. Okay, that way my little lettuce is just beautiful. Perfect size. Okay, you can even take and cut off the little heart part. Just rip it right off of there if you want to. Just like that. Okay, so we'll just take a good spoonful of our chicken salad, make some nice little appetizer wraps here. And what you can do, just roll them up, just like that, and plate it. And you got a nice little wrap. I think your guests will really dig these babies. Super easy to eat, just like that. Just roll it up. You guys, this is cooking today. Oh my goodness. That was made with so much love. Guys, thank you so much for being with us today. I hope you enjoyed the dish. We used that cool bib lettuce to make a nice chicken salad wrap. Turned out real nice. Simple chicken salad recipe. I hope you guys try it. You got to try this. And I hope you get a chance to go out to some of the local restaurants and try the lettuce that's grown right here locally. It doesn't get any better than the Ozark All Seasons Farm. Join us again next time. We're going to do some cool stuff. We'll take you and show you some neat things, some cool tricks and techniques. I'm Stephen Brooks, and that's Cooking Today.
Cooking Today, sponsored by Tyson Foods, proud makers of Tyson fresh and frozen chicken products and Tone seasonings. We make the meal. Grill provided by Sam's Club. Life is better in the club. Appliances provided by Metro Appliances and more. Cookware and serveware provided by World Kitchen and NWA Restaurant Supply. Food provided by Tankersley Food Service. Produce provided by Kimball and Thompson Produce Company.